No one should walk the journey of resettlement in a new country alone. I know this truth very deeply, not from a textbook or from a training course, but from a lived experience. I was born and raised in Syria. I led community programs and initiatives to support the community. I was strongly connected with people and with volunteers who made the big difference to change the lives of those who really needed help. In 2011, civil war started, and in 2017, we were forced to leave our home city after it was targeted by more than 1,200 bombs in one day. So the goodbye wasn't only for my home and my memories, but it was also for my dreams, ambitions, and hopes. My husband, my little one, and I were lucky enough to stay in Iraq for only 1 year before coming to Australia. A research from UNCHR showed that the average time that any refugee should wait till they are resettled in a new country is 17 years. The early days in Australia were the hardest. I felt like a stranger in a new land, unnoticed, unseen, unheard. I felt that I do not belong. Unfamiliar systems, unfamiliar laws, and the constant weight of starting again from zero. What made it easier for me was people, was community, was those who showed up, not because they had to, but because they cared. In You Belong, we believe in people. We believe that every migrant family and every refugee deserves a home and deserves a voice. Sorry. At You Belong, we call refugees waymakers because they're creating their new way in the new country, and we are committed to walk the way alongside them and support them. When I started working with You Belong, I felt heard, and I believed that I can make a change and a lasting impact that benefits all of us. So I started creating programs and starting to design initiatives that benefits both the volunteers and community members. And one of the programs that I've created is called the Good Neighbours. This program pairs new families with volunteers and local members. They walk the journey with them, they help them, they become their friends, guides, and their community anchors. Through simply showing up and having a conversation, our good neighbours walk the journey with our newest Australians in the most human and humble ways. It's not a service, it's a relationship. It's not a charity, it's solidarity. It's the difference between being new, a stranger in a strange country, and being seen, heard, and welcomed. Dahlia is a single mom who arrived to Australia in 2021. She was kind enough to invite us to visit her in her house. We chatted, we laughed, and we shared some Middle Eastern food that she made just for us. She was telling us that she's feeling isolated, that she's feeling lonely. And we walked the journey with Dahlia to learn English and to learn how to drive. And now Dahlia is a volunteer across 2 of our programs because she wanted to give back to the community. In 2023, our volunteer numbers grew by 500%. And in 2024, we were able to support and help around 2,000 refugee waymakers to feel connected through the whole range of the programs that we have, which empower, welcome, and connect new families to community members. But none of this happened without people like you. Donors are not just funders, you are change makers. Your support turns isolation into belonging and transfers fear into confidence and hope. You Belong has walked the way with hundreds of families like mine, and with your help, we can deepen our impact, secure many spots for secure more community spaces, and train more good neighbors. Let me tell you about the impact that your donation is going to have on our community members. Each $100 is enough to send a tote bag that is full of basic items and practical supplies to one of the new families. $10,000 provide cultural training and language support for our volunteers for 1 year. $25,000 will enable us to employ someone from refugee background to be our program coordinator for 1 year and help a dozen of volunteers. And for $50,000, we will be able to cover the cost of the Good Neighbor program for 1 year, providing support to hundreds of new families and volunteers as well. Your donation isn't just a financial gift, but it's a loud and a loving declaration that everyone matters. That in Australia we are stronger when we stand together, that no one should walk the journey of resettlement by themselves. I am standing here because someone believed in me, and with your help, we can believe in hundreds more. Thank you.